Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a different vlog. I did have something else planned, but I did want to keep you guys in the loop and let you guys know of some upcoming events that are going to be happening this upcoming Friday. So if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. If this isn't your first time here, welcome back to one of our other vlogs. Today I'm going to be going over something a little bit crazy to me that's going to be going on Friday. Today is Wednesday that you guys are watching this. So in 2 days, I'm actually going to be going in for surgery. And what it is I'm going to be going in for eye surgery. So the type of eye surgery that I'm going to be going in for is called Strabismus surgery. In non-medical terms, lazy eye surgery. So I'm not sure if you guys have noticed or if you guys haven't noticed, but one of my eyes tends to kind of drift on in. So what strabismus is called basically misalignment of the eyes. So it's when one of your eyes either goes out, goes in, goes up, goes down, or sometimes both of them does. Some of them have where you can alternate between eyes, which means it is called an alternating strabismus. My eye kind of goes in a little bit and I can switch it. So which means that one of my eyes will stay straight and the other one will be kind of drift inwards a bit, and I can switch it so that the other eye is straight and then that other eye is in. So that's kind of in short terms understanding what strabismus is. Many people are actually born with strabismus. It is actually hereditary, and I literally just found this out a couple months ago when I went to my appointment with a specialist. I've had this my whole entire life. I had this ever since I was probably around 3, 4, 5 months old, when most kids, they are born with kind of googly eyes and eventually they straighten. But mine never really straightened. I had one that was about in like this. So it was just in. I'm not sure, to be honest, if it really caused any significant anything. I don't know. I can't really remember off the top of my head if it really made an impact in me, but I did end up wearing glasses. At the time, surgery was kind of not really on the table because it wasn't really a surgery that was 100% that it would work. So we decided to go with more of the natural route of wearing glasses and strengthening my eye muscles that way for my eyes to go straight. As the first few years went by of wearing glasses, slowly and slowly my eye kind of went straighter. It would still alternate, but it wasn't as bad as it was when I was little. Throughout school up to middle school, it didn't really affect me. I was a kid. I was more so concerned about wearing glasses as opposed to the reasoning behind why I was wearing glasses. So it didn't really affect me. I always had really good vision. The doctors always said that I had like 20/20. Like, I really didn't need glasses. The only reason why the glasses were needed was to align my eyes again. So as the years went on, I got to middle school, and that's when people started to more so notice that something was a little bit different. And I would say that's probably when I noticed that something was a little bit more different. Whenever I would look at someone straight in the eye, when I would look to the side, when I would be a little bit more tired than normal, it was very noticeable. People would be like, sorry, are you looking at me?" when I would be talking to them. And it's almost as if you would just be like, "I wasn't paying attention to you." I would blow things off like that because I did not want to talk about it, because it is something that, to me, when I am a middle school kid, it's not something that, to be honest, I was really proud of. I would get made fun of almost every single day for it. Everybody would joke around, be like, "Hi Heidi," or something stupid like that. And, you know, yeah, it hurt me and stuff, but I was more so like, you know, that's dumb, and people are dumb, and middle school is dumb. And the same thing happened in high school, and it's just like, whatever. I kind of would laugh along with it, but sometimes it did get to me a little. But you can't really do anything about it. It just made me a little bit more self-conscious, I would say, than the average person. So I decided to stop wearing glasses, and I actually kind of broke them, not on purpose, but I broke them in grade 7, and I decided I didn't want to get another pair. And there was a couple of reasons why. A, I thought it was getting a little bit better, so I decided not to wear them. And B, in middle school, wearing glasses, back then, it wasn't really the thing as it is right now. And to be honest, to me, you didn't feel cool to wear it. So I decided, you know what, if I don't have the glasses, I don't have the problem. So I decided not to wear them. And you know what, every so often people would still notice it, but it wasn't as much of a topic as when I was actually wearing my glasses, because people would always be wondering, hey, so I have glasses too, like why are you wearing glasses? Are you farsighted or nearsighted? I'm like, I'm neither. But then I never wanted to talk about it. So now it's almost like as if that topic was just thrown off the table. Fast forward a couple of years till after, I want to say when I was 22, so just after I had Zayla, of not wearing glasses for all that time, I decided to go get my eyes checked. I haven't gotten them checked in years, and kind of I've been avoiding it, but I decided to, you know, more responsible. And I remember at work I started getting headaches, and I can tell my vision wasn't as great as it was before. So I went in and I ended up getting glasses again. I got, it's called a prism. So when one of your eyes are not really aligned, you get a prism in your glasses. So the prism strengthens your eye to make you want to use both eyes. So I ended up getting a prism, and I did also bring up some questions that I had that I kind of learned over the past few years. Like for one, going into 3D movies. People would be raving about these 3D movies, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, because nothing pops out at me. And it's basically because I cannot look out of both eyes at the same time. I just look out of one. So if you're just looking out of one eye and you're looking at a 3D movie, you're not going to be able to see the 3D things popping out at you just like as if someone is when they're using both of their eyes. So 3D right now is like a waste of money to me. It is completely out of the question. I can't see anything of that. Yeah, so I kind of raised just a couple concerns. I asked him a couple questions about that, and he just said, we will put you on glasses again and we'll see in the next few months and maybe a year or so and see how the progress is. So fast forward a couple years, actually to about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I noticed that when I was wearing my glasses, I could tell that something was still not right. I can kind of see blurriness in some portions, and I noticed my lazy eye was actually a little bit more worse than it had been the previous. And I'm not sure if it's because I've had kids and I'm tired, I'm not getting enough sleep, or what it is. So I decided to go in and talk to a doctor about it again. Maybe I just needed a new prescription or what. So I went in, talked to him, and I decided to ask him about other methods that could work and what I can do to solve the problem and fix it. Because obviously wearing glasses for all this time, it hasn't really, like, it has fixed it, but it hasn't 100% fixed it. And I actually did end up mentioning to him that while I was driving, so I've been learning how to drive the past few months, and I mentioned it to him because I was actually doing driver's training at that time. And I mentioned to him, I was like, you know what, I do notice sometimes when I was driving that partially on my left hand side, it would almost get blurry to a point where I like really can't see. Like if I'm looking, like if you cover your eye and you look to the side and you see that darkness, that's almost like what I saw a few times while I was driving. And I'm not sure if it was the light shining on me, I'm not sure what the cause was, but it concerned me. So he looked, he measured my eyes, checked to see, and he did bring up the fact that my eyes did worse a couple points, but not as bad, but it is worse in my left eye as opposed to my right. He told me that one of the only options is the strabismus correction surgery. So as soon as I hear surgery, especially when it's to do with your eyes, I was nervous. I was a little bit scared because surgery on, you know, your arm, your leg, something that, you know, you could live without, it's not something that really scares me, but something that really could drastically impact your life, that scares me a little bit, because I don't know, all I think about is obviously a blade going to your eye, and it really made me nervous. So he kind of put me at ease and said that there's some really great specialists in the city, so in Edmonton here, and it is covered under Alberta healthcare because it isn't a cosmetic surgery. It is something that could cause problems in the future if not resolved earlier. Could. It's not always, but it could. And I said, what could happen if I just leave it like this and I don't do anything? And he mentioned that one of the things that is a strong possibility is that as I age and as I get older, as my muscles start to get weaker, obviously as you grow up, my eye could get lazier and lazier to a point where it would just go on in, and I almost couldn't, basically you wouldn't be able to see, because your pupil, you need your pupil to see. And if you're looking straight at one eye and the other one's like this way, like, how am I supposed to look? How am I supposed to see? And I'm like, okay. And especially because mine switches, that also plays a part. So it actually weakens both muscles. So I decided that I was gonna go ahead, go see the specialist and see what I can do about this. I didn't end up getting a new prescription for glasses. I actually just got a visit with a local specialist that specializes in strabismus eye surgery in the city here. So it was a month after. And during that time, I was doing some driver's ed training, and it just made me nervous. The fact that I had that kind of blurriness, it scares me, especially when driving, and especially with driving with kids in the car. It makes me nervous. So I decided to obviously get it done. I went to get checked. I got measurements taken. You look at a bunch of different things. They dilate your pupils to see. And I asked her, I was like, okay, if you were in my position, like, I'm nervous. If you were in my position and your eye was like mine, what would you do? And she said, it is covered under Alberta healthcare. Obviously there's risks and everything, but the percentage that something is gonna go wrong is way more unlikely than something going right. And the worst possible scenario obviously is that it gets worse, but that's out of the question because that's like a 0.999% chance. But the thing is that nothing happens. It doesn't really work, and it's just the way it is. But most of the time, because of this technology, sometimes you'll be able to see both again. You'll be able to see 3D. You'll be able to see depth perception. I can't. I fail at driver's training. I failed the depth perception. I can't see when things are close and things are far, and that makes me nervous. So she said, if I had 1/4 of how bad yours are, I would be okay with it. And I know that it's very unlikely for it to get worse, but because the way yours is, I would get it done for sure. There's no question about it. So that made me feel a little bit more at peace. She made me feel comfortable about it. And here I am. Basically, it's Monday today. I'm filming this. This will be up on Wednesday, and 2 days later I'm going in for the surgery, and I can't say that I'm not nervous. I am very nervous because it is to do with my eyes. It's to do with seeing. It makes a big impact when people are fooling around with things, but I'm just hoping and hoping and hoping that it will go over well, and I'll be like, you know what, Heidi, you should have done this before. I'm hoping. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought that it's really great information for people who don't know anything about this. It happens actually really often. It's a hereditary issue that runs in people's families, and if you have this, I mean, obviously look at all your options with your doctor, but I think it's really great. I didn't have confidence at all when looking at people or anything growing up, and it was hard, like especially in school. I find that was the most hardest, but I think now just understanding what it is and understanding what technology can do and if it can fix it, I will be forever happy for it. Basically what the procedure is going to happen is that they are going to go into my eyes. I'm going to be put under anesthetic. I'm going to be going into my eyes, and they are going to cut the muscle on either side of my eyes here, shorten them so that both of them are straight and aligned. So as you can see right now, this one is straight. This one, you can tell it's in a bit. Most people have no idea. If I'm not looking dead straight at you, they will not notice. But because I'm mentioning it to you, you now will notice. So even this way, you can tell this eye is looking almost upwards in a way, and this eye is looking straight at you. And see, look, I can change it. That's me just changing it from left here. So right now you can see it in here, and then you go like this. Now it's here. So I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it to prevent any problems in the future. I just want to make sure that obviously I don't wait too long. It is much more easier to recover and much more easy to go through when you are younger because your eyes are new. They basically have not been looking with a lazy eye for so many years. So it is a lot more successful. I want to say basically 100% successful when you are younger and you get it done when you are young. Nowadays, if you are 3, 4, 5 years old, that's normally when they will do it, because they will try and do patching, which they will patch one eye for a bit to strengthen the muscle, and then they'll patch the other one, and then the last thing will be surgery. But when you are younger, it is almost 100% that it will be fixed. When it gets more to adult strabismus surgery, it's a little bit more harder, a little bit, not less likely, but for example, 100 out of 100, I want to say 90% of a chance that it will for sure work. And just because your body is so used to looking out of one eye. So I just wanted to put that in as well. I will be keeping you guys in the loop. I'm going to try as much as I can to record and to post on Instagram. I'll have our handle right here on Friday. I'm not sure what time it's going to be at, but I will let you guys know on Thursday. And if you guys have any questions about it, or if anybody else out there who has the same issue, you guys can totally message us, put it in the comments down below, or send us a message on Instagram. I'd love to hear your guys' stories, or if you guys have gone through this surgery, give me some happiness about it, because I'm a little nervous. But my mom's coming on Wednesday. She's going to be staying for the whole entire week, I think until the following Thursday, just to help me out with the kids and stuff, because I don't know what kind of aftermath or what it's going to be like post-surgery. I know that my eyes are going to be bloodshot for quite a few weeks, so that's something that I am kind of not looking forward to, but it's okay. It's all for the cause. Hopefully next Wednesday will be maybe a post-surgery video if I can. If I won't, we do have another video ready to go kind of for next Wednesday, just in case I'm not feeling the greatest. But anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I hope this helped you and gave you guys some insight onto what strabismus is. I will maybe do another link down below to a better explanation as to what it is, because obviously I'm not a doctor. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Okay, bye-bye.